Hi Aries, welcome back. All right, we're gonna get into this, guys. Somebody's outside shooting. So if you hear that in the reading, it's my neighbor. Okay. Anyways, all right, guys. I hope you're enjoying your day. Let's see what's going on in your energy. Let's see whose energy I pick up on. I like to specialize on what is being hidden or what you should know, especially about people around you. That's kind of my specialty. So if you're new here, that's kind of what I do. I kind of like to find out what's going on around you more than anything. Wow. So Aries, I heard that you really set your line. Like you were putting down the rules to somebody, and I feel like this person was not listening to you, or they were trying to block it. Like, no, we don't want to hear what you have to say, kind of energy. And for one of you, this could be like you trying to defend your home or set some boundaries about your home, about your home life. And I do feel very strongly that you had somebody, it's not really saying who, but somebody was definitely trying to affect your stability. Well, it's not really coming out your stability, your peace. There we go. It was like they were trying to affect your peace. Okay, could have been a Libra, could be a Capricorn, Taurus. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's coming out really strong, Libra. Okay, so we have more than I normally take. So then this was a past situation. That's what I'm hearing, Aries. So this was a past situation. So you were staying focused. So it was like throughout this whole thing of somebody trying to block you, I'm hearing like you were just staying very focused on your work. And I'm hearing like somebody around you did not want this cycle to end. Now, this could be somebody that you were married to. Final card. We have an extra card. So, somebody that you were married to just, they felt like they had unfinished business with you. Yeah, they just felt like they had unfinished business with you. They didn't want you to end the cycle. It doesn't matter what that person did. I just want you to know, like, whatever that person did, why you and this person are no longer together, that doesn't mean that this person wanted the breakup. Do you get what I'm saying? So even if they caused the breakup, it doesn't mean that they wanted the breakup. Because according to what I'm seeing here, they didn't want this to end. It's kind of giving me this feeling like this person did some bad things. You had no choice but to call it off or, walk away from this situation. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. This person's upset because things didn't go the way they were hoping. That's what I'm hearing. Now, this person could be a fire sign. You're actually coming into this reading as a earth sign. So maybe you have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your chart, but you don't have to, right? You could simply be just a very grounded person. You could also be the kind of person that enjoys staying at home. So you might be somebody who really enjoys like decorating your home, spending time at home, crocheting, sewing, cleaning, organizing. You just stay at home and take care of your home. Now, this person that I'm talking about that didn't want things to end, this is somebody who they were more outgoing. They were like more out into the world. They were trying to make things happen, right? But it's crazy because they're also coming out as the Empress in reverse. So I do feel like you were dealing with somebody who had two personalities, right? So it seems like they had two separate type of personalities. One was a go-getter, but then they also had this other side of them that was extremely selfish, extremely greedy. And with the Hierophant coming in reverse, Justice in reverse, somebody who could just be so unfair. Okay, let's put it this way. I mean, if we were going to put things on a scale, this is somebody who would just definitely push everything in their favor, right? So this person just does not see what they did, right? I can see this person being the kind of person who really, I want to say, like, overstepped a lot of boundaries here. A lot. Way more than this person ever should have been able to get away with. I feel like that is why the first energy that's popping into this reading, which is the strongest card of this reading, is you defending yourself, protecting yourself, setting boundaries, standing up for yourself, speaking up for yourself, taking action, that kind of energy, right? Making your own way through life by yourself, like you're a good little go getter. I want to say a little go getter, protecting your energy and protecting your work and protecting what it is that you believe in and what you want to do, right? That's the kind of energy I'm getting from this. So, this person is actually the opposite of you. I think with you coming out with this being your strongest card, more likely you were the person who was on top of things. If you're a female, maybe you were the one that made sure that there was, certain foods in the house for this person, especially with the cards I'm seeing, right? So you were like, making sure that person had their favorite foods in the house and the house was clean, and you did the things that kept you in your feminine energy. If you're a female, if you're a male, it's the opposite, right? You did, maybe you stayed outside and took care of cutting down the trees and cutting the grass or fixing the car, doing oil changes or tire changes or rotating the tires, right? Like something like that. It doesn't have to be, okay? If you're a male, maybe you stayed in the house cleaning and took care of the house and made sure groceries are in the fridge. The point is that you put a lot of effort. You know what I mean? Like you put a lot of effort into this relationship where this person was very active, yes, but not necessarily active in this relationship. But they didn't want this to end. That's what's crazy. More likely this person didn't put a whole lot of effort into this relationship, okay? And they actually are looking at you like it's unfair that you let them go. Even if this person said, let me go, I want to go, I want to leave, I want to break up, whatever it is, right? Even if they said it, you still cut the cord. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you cut the cord, Aries? What? Even if they said they wanted it, it's the whole thing about you actually did it. So, yeah. I'm seeing somebody here who is very uncommittal, somebody who breaks the rules, okay? And I'm seeing even legally, like they just can't follow rules. Even if it's the law of the land, you know what I mean? Like this person's gonna go to jail. This person cannot follow the rules. Okay, this is like a rebel without a cause. That's what I'm hearing. A rebel without a cause. Okay, let's see what's going on here with this energy. Like, okay, so I'm hearing like you let go, and this person did not want you to let go. They didn't want this cycle to end. Okay. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, Five of Wands coming out, and the King of Spears, but in reverse. So, yeah, you were supposed to never do it. It was more like they were daring you to do it, daring you to walk away, daring you to let go. And then you did. And this person's standing there with their eyes all big, like, what? You know what I mean? Like, what? What did you do? What? Wait a minute, what? Yeah, it's kind of like that kind of energy. And it's weird because I'm hearing like this person was in a very negative energy, and they might have been in this negative energy for like a really long time. To the point where like this person was constantly taking advantage of you and causing conflicts for you. And you know what's weird is I'm getting this person was very competitive with you. So I'm hearing like men and females both do this. I've seen it both ways. I used to work for Child Protective Services, and I had a coworker. He his ex, he was a social worker. You know, you have to go get a bachelor's degree. He had to go get his bachelor's degree in order to work that position, right? And his ex was so competitive with him that she actually went and got her degree. I mean, good for her for getting her degree, but in the same field he was working in. Hello, there's only one Child Protective Service agency. So where was she gonna work? You know what I mean? She was deliberately doing that just so she could work in the same office so she can compete with him. That's how competitive. So I have seen this on both sides. I have seen this. I've seen men do it, and I've had men do that with me, and I've seen women do it, and she was one of them, right? So this is somebody who was competing with you, Aries, which is bizarre. I don't know why. How does that work? How do people get to that point where they start competing with each other? Especially when you're supposed to be a couple. A couple is supposed to be like teamwork, right? Yeah. But this person was competitive with you. And I kind of feel like you weren't aware of it. Like you didn't see that this person was competitive with you. It actually looks like this person might have been the kind of person like when you told them, oh, you wanted to go to school for something, they would have been like, oh, no, you don't want to do that, Aries. Why are you going to do that? You know, you wouldn't be good at that. That kind of competition, okay? Like, I feel like this person held you back a lot, okay? Now, I just want to remind you of that because of what's going on here, okay, in this reading. I just want to remind you about that. This person wasn't holding you down, they were holding you back. I think there's a big difference here. Correct me in the comments. But what I'm understanding from when somebody's holding you down is because you can't leave them. But if they're holding you back, well, that's because they're not letting you grow. Okay, they're like holding you down. I mean, and I do feel like this person was holding you back. Okay. Now, this person is looking at you like they still love you. They still want you back. You know, they want to fight for this connection or fight to get this connection back. Actually, that's what it's looking like. They with the strength in reverse coming out, and with what I'm seeing here, it's kind of like they want to fight to get you back, and they feel like if they did this, that it would relieve them of stress, right? It does look like this person realizes they made the wrong decision, but just remember what I'm telling you. There's a difference between holding you down and holding you back. And it looks like this person was definitely holding you back. There's a level of competition here, you know. And I'm not saying that this person doesn't love you. It's actually coming out that this person does love you. But just remember there's different kinds of love. And a lot of times the way that we think of love, or when we think of you know, when somebody's going to love us or they say they love us, we think that it means something. Like we might have an idea in our head that this is what love is, right? Okay, so for instance, me personally, right? If somebody tells me they love me, I automatically think that they are wanting the best for me, right? So I'm going to test them to find out if they really love me. Because to me, if somebody loves me, they're going to want the best for me. So that means they're going to want me to go to college. They're going to want me, like when I was going to college, my ex-husband, he even put makeup on me so I could go to school. So I know he loved me. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, yeah, go to college. You know, yes, go. So I know he loved me. That wasn't the problem in that relationship, right? So when I think of somebody loving me, I think of somebody who's going to encourage me to do the things I want to do to better myself. You see what I'm saying? Because that's my idea of love. My idea of loving somebody is supporting them and helping them grow as a person. Because that's what I think, right? So remember that your idea of love and somebody else's idea of love, even though they do love you, don't get me wrong, might be two totally different things. Because I've had somebody else tell me they loved me, and that person scared me out of my mind, threatening to take my life if I walked away. I mean, just I could go on and on and on and on and on. That was not love, okay? That person was very competitive with me, just like this situation. Extremely jealous of me, of my accomplishments, and the things I've done in my life, the different jobs I've had in my life. Just very bizarre. Very bizarre that they would be that way. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna remind you of that. But this person does look like they do love you. They want this new beginning. They do want to come in and talk to you. I just want to remind you of that. So of course, use your own discernment here, okay? But this person wants to come back and work things out here. They want to talk to you. Tell me more. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Why is the Seven of Cups coming out? Okay. I'm feeling like this person doesn't want to do something in front of somebody. Okay, I don't understand this. It's like they don't want to do something in front of somebody. They don't want to be let down in front of somebody. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this. And then we have the Two of Cups. So I'm not understanding this, but don't get me wrong. This person wants to be in your circle. They want to be around you. They want to be like included into everything that you're doing, or whatever it is that you're around, or who you're around. They want to be included in everything that you do. See, because they want this Ace of Cups with you, right? But they want to be, because they want to be included in everything you do. They want to know where they stand. That's what it is. They want to know where they stand. You know, and they might even want to try new things with you, things that y'all have never done before here. I guess to spice things up. But it's like they want to do something, I want to say in hiding, actually. It's not, doesn't, not necessarily hiding, but they want to go out, do things new with you, but without people seeing it. Somewhere where y'all could be free. And with the Two of Cups, like loving, I guess, like loving. So it's kind of like they want to see if you're on the down low. Oh, they want to know if you're on the down low. Sorry, I got chocolate on my fingers. I was just eating ice cream. They want to know if you're on the down low. Aries, this person wants to know if you're on the down low. That's what that is. It just hit me. So, wait a minute. Is this person married? I'm seeing the Four of Wands. I believe that would be a yes. Oh, let me just double check it, because sometimes I'm bad at yes and no's. I gotta really work on that. I'm trying to, guys. But I feel like that is a yes. But let me just double check. My book is right here. Let me see. We got the Four of Wands. It's upright. Upright. Here it is. It's saying that this person is stable. And that's what it means. Yeah, I believe this is... There it is. Okay, yeah. I feel like this person is married. Or they're... If not legally married, then they're definitely in a stable relationship. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that this person's probably going to be asking you out, but it's going to be somewhere where the two of you could be alone, not in the public eye. they're gonna come in and be like, oh, let's meet up at the drive-in movies, or oh gosh, do they even have drive-in movies anymore? I used to go to the drive-in movie all the time when I was a kid. Anyways, yeah. It might be something about like, let's go to the drive-in movie, or let's go to the lake, or let's go somewhere secluded, somewhere where there's not so many people. And let's talk. Okay. What does this person wants to talk about? Let's find out. I'm just curious about the relationship. They want to talk about the relationship, working on the relationship, you and them, and everything in between. Okay? Things that bothered the relationship, what destroyed the relationship. They want to talk about having some kind of healing and getting things out on the table. What else do they want to talk about? About the deterioration of the stability, I'm getting like the deterioration of the relationship. Yeah, they're wanting a new beginning. Okay, but be careful, because I'm seeing this person being sneaky. So, yes, they do have love for you, but I'm also seeing that they're going to be trying to hold back a lot. Yeah, they're not exactly going to be the nurturing type. Well, they're not exactly the nurturing type, period, right? So, I don't see this person being very nurturing. So, even when you tell this person your concerns, I don't see them being like really mature about it. Okay? Really mature about it. I'm going to get out of this reading. This person is ridiculous. The fact that they want you to be in the down low is just pissing me off. And they made me do this whole dang reading just to tell me that. And I just want to get out of it now. I'm mad. Alright. Whatever. Anyways, Aries, this person does love you. Don't get me wrong. They love you. But their idea of love and what your idea of love might be two totally different things. Just remember that. And of course, always use your own discernment. And of course, remember that this is a general reading, so do take what resonates with you. And of course, always use your own discernment, like I said. I know I said that a couple of times, but I just really want to throw that in there, because I've had some people tell me some really rude things, and I'm like, use your own discernment. Come on. You're an adult now. Guys, thank you for being here. Really, 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 I really appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.